Sir, that's a yes or no question. Am I being detained?
Yes, currently being detained.
For suspicion of what crime?
Here are some evil cops who overstepped certain boundaries and soon regretted their decision after messing with the wrong person. Just like this last officer here who actually thought intimidation would work for him.
No, I don't want to be in private.
Okay.
I don't feel safe to be in private
Okay.
with you.
So make sure to stick around as we dive into this first case that will challenge everything you know about policing.
You all wear body cams?
Yes, sir.
That gentleman's wearing one too?
Should be, yes, sir.
Or you just policy have your body cams activated?
Yes, sir.
So he was seen on the property over there. I can't give him a written warning, just a verbal warning for trespass.
Yeah, but you could write an illegal parking ticket.
On the 5th of June 2024, private investigator Meshiel Hoffman was conducting surveillance for a workers' compensation case. While monitoring an adult subject and minors at a church, Hoffman initially parked in a grocery store lot across the street, but later moved to the church lot. After being asked to leave, he complied and returned to the grocery store lot. However, someone from the church called 911 to report him, alleging he was filming children.
Nassau County 911.
Hey, this is. I'm over here we just had a gentleman come up. It looked like he was recording a bunch of our kids that were outside playing. We sent him over to Winn-Dixie. He said he was waiting on somebody, but now I'm literally sitting here watching him with binoculars, watching all the kids.
Yes, sir. So you're at the Winn-Dixie right now?
Hilliard Winn-Dixie. He is in a gray Mustang at the front of the building towards the left of the front door.
Deputy Gray from the Nassau County Sheriff's Department officers responded to the call first and was later joined by Deputies Jones, Rebels, and Allen. How the deputies handled the situation will blow your mind, so keep watching.
What's going on, brother?
Oh, man.
Hey, we're getting phone calls that you're with binoculars watching kids.
Yeah,
Why?
I'm working.
Working what?
I'm not watching kids.
Okay, what are you doing then?
I'm an investigator.
All right, did you call the sheriff's office to say that?
No.
You're supposed to do that. You got some ID on you, brother? And you're in the middle of the parking lot, not even in a parking space. Okay, you're in the middle of the roadway. Do you have ID on you or not?
Have I committed a crime?
Anytime that you are a private investigator, do you have a Florida ID on you?
That's my investigator license, sir.
So typically, you're supposed to notify the sheriff's office if you're going to be doing any private investigations whatsoever. But you're also blocking the flow of traffic right here. How long are you going to be here for?
I'm not sure.
Okay. All right, well, stand by for just a minute. Are you investigating somebody at the church?
I can't discuss that.
The officer wasn't even hearing Hoffman's side of the story. It seemed as if he was in a rush to get him out of there, and that's just when the pastor showed up.
I'm the pastor over there.
What's up, brother?
So when I pulled up a few minutes ago, he had the left-hand corner of his shade up, and he was filming kids.
Yeah.
So
Hold on.
that's why we got here.
Might want to stay back over there, brother. Go back over there. Huh? You don't have a right to hear anything. You go back over there. I'll talk to you in a minute. Okay? I'll talk to you over here.
Yep.
Tell him to stay over there. He says he's a private investigator. Here's his ID. I didn't get a chance to run him yet.
He doesn't give him a right to film kids.
Oh, I know. 100%. He's supposed to also call the sheriff's office and say that, hey, we're doing this, that, and the other.
So I want him trespassed. I don't want him near it. And if you
Well,
can put him in jail, lock him up.
if he's not on the property, I can't trespass him.
Well, he was on the property.
He was on the property when?
Yeah, he was right there when I pulled up and filming a kid.
Okay.
So you can hear it. I mean, I saw you filming a kid with your window thing up. You're videoing it from our parking lot. It's against the law. Lock him up. Thank y'all.
All right. Well, hey, let me get your ID if you want him trespassed.
Yeah, I want to.
Okay.
These guys clearly need a crash course in law. But why bother learning it when they can just rewrite the rules? And that's exactly what they did next.
Hey, Jones.
Yeah?
Find out if we're listed what's in trespass, please.
Yeah.
He is solicited trespass. That's against the law. If there's solicited trespass, I'll hold you legally accountable.
It's okay.
What's your name and badge number, sir?
Officer Dan Jones, 1198.
Thank you. I appreciate that, sir.
All right.
Yeah, find out if they want him trespassed.
Yeah,
please.
Go in there and solicited trespass.
There's some guy. We're trespassing him from the Journey over there. He's basically filming people at the Journey Church from y'all's parking lot. Is the manager available?
Yes.
It's baffling how someone can escalate a situation to this extent when the guy was merely just working. The emotional approach taken next by Gray will leave you shocked.
Mr. Huffman, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
I know you're a private investigator. I see your credentials. But there's two parts to this for me. For me. All right? My grandson's over there. So you see where I'm concerned.
No, I don't.
You don't see a concern that I have a grandson across the street?
Sir, what are you holding in your hands?
Your ID.
It's a state issue ID saying I'm an investigator.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what would that lead you to be being a law enforcement officer? Would that lead
You're
you to
investigating
think
something.
Okay. Then why would you have a suspicion that I'm a bad guy? The credentials I presented you present a certain situation would lead you to believe, okay, this guy's working a case.
Okay, all right. That's all I had to know. That's all you had to say.
That's common sense, I would think.
If Gray lets personal relationships cloud his judgment, then he has no business wearing a badge, and what they conspire to do next is downright terrifying.
So you're seen on the property over there. I can't give him a written warning, just give him a verbal warning for trespass.
Yeah, but you could write him an illegal parking ticket.
As far as when Dixie goes, if they're doing trespassing, I don't think they will, because he's not doing anything there.
No, they haven't complained. They got a complainant. They have to have a complainant in order for you to trespass him from Winn-Dixie. And Winn-Dixie hasn't complained. And he has every right to be here until Winn-Dixie says they don't want him here.
Hey, good. So there's this guy who's filming kids at the Journey Church across the street. He's parked in y'all's parking lot. Apparently he's still filming or looking at them. I want him trespassed. I spoke with the manager of Winn-Dixie.
They definitely want him trespassed.
These are the very officers sworn to protect us, yet they're the ones spinning lies. But it doesn't stop there. They can't even give Hoffman the answers he deserves. What happens next will leave you stunned.
Deputy, am I being detained?
As of right now, yes, sir, you are. You are being trespassed from the Winn-Dixie.
For suspicion of what crime am I being detained?
As of right now, you were videoing from across the street. That's what our call was about. And now that they want you trespassed, you're being detained.
Who wants to trespass?
Winn-Dixie.
Winn-Dixie wants to trespass. So I'm being detained for trespass.
Currently, yes.
You understand how the law reads the trespass? I must first be given the opportunity to leave the property when told by a proper agent of that property. Okay. Was I given that opportunity? Once again, am I being detained?
Once I give you this trespass warning, you'll be able to leave.
Sir, that's a yes or no question. Am I being detained?
Yes, currently being detained.
For suspicion of what crime?
The officers not only deny Hoffman the answers he rightfully deserves, but strip him of his right to know. And instead of showing even a shred of decency, they chose to act smugly. What happens next will leave you infuriated.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Can I ask you what you asked them, told them?
I just told them just got out here illegally parked in your parking spot, and yeah, I want him trespass. They're like, yeah.
And that's all you said?
That's it.
Is your body camera running?
It is.
Okay.
This deputy was a blatant liar, digging himself deeper with every falsehood caught on body cam. Little does he realize, the truth will eventually surface, but not before creating even more problems for the innocent.
I hear what you're saying, but you gotta look at it as our way. You're illegally parked, you're filming or watching kids across the street. It's weird.
Okay.
Right?
No,
is that not weird?
Facts. You don't know what I was doing across the street. I'm on private property. I'm not illegally parked on anything. You, sir, have no authority here right now. I've broken no law.
Well, by asking them, they've given me authority.
You don't get, yeah, you know what? Do you think any business when a law enforcement officer walks in there and says, hey, we got a guy illegally parked, you want him trespassed? Do you think any business is going to say, no, sir?
But
they bow down to law enforcement. They lick your boots like the uneducated.
The cops' delayed responses made it clear that they knew they were in the wrong.
I've been detained here over 30 minutes.
You're not detained. You're getting trespass warning from here, and you're getting trespass warning from there.
I am detained. I'm not free to go. He's had 30 minutes to write a trespass warning, and I'm still here.
Get out of here. You've been trespassed from Winn-Dixie. You've been trespassed from here.
You don't want to hear how my rights were violated?
You've been trespassed from here, and you've been trespassed from there. You have your chance to leave. Now you're detaining me, so you need to leave.
Yeah, not a problem. Way to hold up your oath.
In the end, the officers had to let Hoffman go with a trespass warning. Their plan to take him to jail failed miserably, and to make matters worse, their lies were exposed for everyone to see.
No, I don't want to be in private.
Okay.
I don't feel safe to be in private
Okay.
with you.
The bravery of these citizens in standing up to questionable police tactics is truly commendable, because this next case will leave you on the edge of your seat.
Would you like to do a, okay, here you go ahead, here, I'll sit down. You can do a mental health evaluation for me. Go ahead.
On the 28th of December 2019, a man named John was down in Richmond to file a report about his stolen car. However, what he witnessed truly shocked him.
What do you do for the hospital? I'm a speech pathologist. Okay, so you're not a nurse, you're not a doctor, you're not a medical professional. I am. Okay, then please do the if you can do the mental evaluation for me. If you could.
No, I don't need a mental evaluation.
I believe you do.
John was a speech pathologist who surprisingly ended up shutting down this tyrant cop. Not only was he attacking the poor woman verbally, he got extremely aggressive towards John as well.
No, I'm just telling. I'm just explaining.
Okay, can you please go through for me? That'd be great. You need consent from where? What do you mean consent?
Well, the only person in need of mental evaluation here was this man. It's painstakingly obvious that she was beyond terrified of being alone in a room with this guy.
All right, can you just give us a minute? Can you go outside, please? You can fill it out outside.
No, but I haven't finished talking.
Please go outside, sir.
Why? No.
No, because I need to talk to you.
No.
It's okay. It's okay. You can go outside.
No. I don't want.
Then you can talk to him outside then.
No. Why? Why do you need me to leave?
Sir, time to go.
No, I don't want to be in private.
Okay.
I don't feel safe to be in private
Okay.
with you.
Well then that's just how it's
No,
gonna go. Would you
why-
like?
why-
Yes or no? Do you want me to write the supplemental report or not?
Why didn't you let me tell you?
You are having a mental crisis right
I'm
now.
not having a mental crisis.
You are having mental crisis.
Despite her desperate attempts to reason with the officer, it felt as though he was deliberately ignoring her, as if he had chosen to go deaf to her pleas.
I'm about to call you an ambulance to have them assess you. Would you like that, or would you like to do the report?
In a shocking escalation, the officer stooped to new lows, threatening the distraught woman with involuntary medical intervention.
Okay, just to confirm, you are not leaving.
I would like her to go with me.
Okay, no, that is not okay. Just to confirm, you are not leaving.
I will stay with her.
Okay, I'm giving you a lawful order, and you are defying that order. So at which point I'm going to write a report and you will be under arrest. I will not put you in handcuffs right now, but I am going to arrest you. Do you understand?
The officer's intimidation tactics reached new heights as he abused his authority to silence John with an arrest. It feels like just about anyone can wear a badge these days.
But look at his face. He's mad. Because I'm asking.
But see, this person is not in a mentally right state. You were wrong, sir. Okay? All right?
And then I asked for his number and he said 1, 2, 3. And I said, can I see it? And he said, yes, it's here. Then I could realize that it's not 1, 2, 3. And I asked him, no, that's not your.
As John tried to calm the situation, the officer intensified his aggressive stance, spreading misinformation about his badge number and exploiting his authority.
So this will be forwarded to the district attorney and to your job as well.
Do you want to forward it to UCSF as well? I'd like there too.
Sure. Who's your boss? Here, just give me their phone number. I'll just give them a call right now.
Okay. My manager?
Yeah, sure.
You'll call them right here?
Sure.
The officer dealt with the whole situation with malicious intent of getting back at John for challenging him. Next, his tactics crossed a stark line, transitioning from public intimidation to personal coercion.
She's just having a mental crisis or something that's going on. She keeps talking in circles, doing the same thing. I think she's under the influence of narcotics, but there's nothing that we can really do to talk to her. She's just talking in circles. She's screaming, she's crying.
He asked him to leave.
At a last feeble attempt to intimidate, the officer tried to intimidate John by playing around with his handcuffs, hinting at an arrest.
Sign right here.
Was there a reason why you were grabbing your handcuffs when I was right here and you were sitting next
Well, yeah, there was. I was going to put you in handcuffs, so I was going to bring you in the station, but it ended up I had my sergeant right here. I didn't need to do any further investigation.
You repeatedly said I would not be handcuffed.
I did, but it also I said I was just going to forward this to the DA first. But no, we're decided to go with the
It
citation.
felt like intimidation to me.
Okay, that's fine. Duly noted.
Despite lacking credible evidence, the officer proceeded to arrest John, levying false charges and accusations and scheduling a court date. The bravery of these citizens in standing up to questionable tactics pulled by government officials is truly commendable. However, what happens when those meant to protect us end up putting us in harm's way? Just like this officer who thought his badge would let him escape the consequences of his actions. Click here to watch how he was dealt with, because this next case will leave you on the edge of your seat.
They don't want you.
Sir, you're not going to trespass me unless you want your file.